Hello, good morning. I am SSB Showstopper, and today is the 9th of February 2024. Now, I saw a video of King Tavi, and he's going live. It was a live video, and he was speaking on an attack or an assault by a police officer, and he was pointing towards his nose ridge, and he was also threatening the police officer that he's going to kill him, he's going to pay someone $200,000 to take him out, and it's simple because dogs are hungry and they want money and all these kind of things. And he was also saying that the police was at the station in Portland, and he didn't want to identify himself when they asked about him, or they asked him for this information. And so, I guess Tavi is very much upset and angry, and he's speaking about the situation. But here's the thing. Number one, I can't tell the difference between King Tavi and LA Lewis, because there are times when they say things and you can't tell if they're serious or they're actually giving a joke. And so the mass of the people are not prompt to take you serious when you say these things. Also, the mass of the people will take you serious when you say these things. Another thing that people need to understand, and I can't stress it more, that everyone has a boss. Everybody have a boss. Everybody out there have a boss. If you speak to one person and there's no resolution, or you don't get any solution, or your issue hasn't been rectified or addressed the right way you think it should, everybody have a boss. So let's say all things are equal and the things that he's saying is actually true, that he was assaulted by a law enforcement officer. There is Indicom, there's a superintendent you can speak to. These are people who are in position of power. These are people who law enforcement officers have no choice than to report to, because that's their duty. They have to report to these individuals. So if it is a case wherein you were assaulted and stuff like that, you can take it to a higher head. Do not preempt that nothing is going to come from it if you go there. So let me take matters into my own hands. That's a road that you don't want to take. Not only that, you're on the internet and you're threatening a police officer. You didn't call the specific name of the officer, but you're threatening law enforcement. Are you prepared to go up against law enforcement? Are you prepared for what is about to come? They can start seeing you and make you a target. You understand? Are you prepared to deal with that? No, you won't just have one law enforcement officer that you have a discrepancy with. It will be many. And so your problem will increase as you go along. So it's not a wise idea to turn on a live and threatening to harm law enforcement officers and saying that you're gonna pay someone to kill them, and it's an easy $200,000 because people are hungry and all of these kind of things. I saw even Rick Storm spoke about it and was saying that, it's being funny, saying that you sound like the type of person that would give the $200,000 and turn on your live and say that they're coming now and identify the person and call the name of the killer and all these kind of things. So you should stick to vlogging. And there's some truth to Rick Storm argument. Big up Rick Storm. You understand me? There's some truth to his argument. If you're going to come out and you're saying these things based on the fact that you're angry or you're upset about a situation which is an assault, and I can get that, you understand me, to be assaulted by anyone is not going to be a comfortable situation, you understand? So I can get that, you being angry, but the proper channel to do is to make a formal report and you take it to higher heads. I've had situations with law enforcement and I realized that every single person have a boss, and I had to go to the superintendent, you understand, because I was going to take it higher, and we just left it there because the superintendent called them and dealt with them. You understand? So every single thing has a superior, or every single body has a superior. So you can make a report if you go one place and you don't feel as if there's any satisfaction that you would have gained while making a report or speaking on it. You can't speak to the local district constable or someone at the desk because they're not in a position. Maybe the person who assaulted you is in a higher position than them. There's so much they can do than take your statement and it becomes a 9-day talk and they leave it as is, or a 1-day talk, because that's the police. But if you take it higher, care. I'm sure it's not the superintendent who have assaulted you. And even if it's the superintendent have a boss that they have to report to just the same. You understand me? So King Tavi coming on the internet and threatening people, and then you are saying these kind of things that are very dangerous. You have to be careful. You have to be careful. You might put a target on your back, and you don't want that. You understand? So if you're being funny or so, I think you should put up your hand when you reach the joke and say, oh, hello, psych. Or, it's a prank. You need to put up your hand and say that, because at the end of the day, people are going to take you serious, and you don't want that. You understand me? That's not something that you really want to have dealing with. That's not a problem that you want to have to deal with. You understand me? It matters not your back pocket. It matters not your bank account. That's just not a problem you want to have to deal with. There's another thing that I want to say. In the city of the blind, the one-eyed man is a king. In the city of the blind, the one-eyed man is a king. I see Khago, and I was watching Khago video, and I see wherein he was speaking on women, he was speaking on relationship, he was speaking on men need to ask for a resume. Just like if a woman is going to a job and she's seeking employment, the boss or the owner or whoever it is or the employer rather. The employer want to see a resume of your past, and recommendation and all these things from previous employers and stuff like that. So when a woman is going on to a man, the man need to ask for a resume and stuff. You understand? And he was saying a lot of things that men by nature cheat, because man come from animal. God made man from animal, from monkey, zebra, tiger, and all these kind of things. And so men were meant to cheat. Men were meant to be unfaithful. But you know that you're going to be taken care of with your bills and all these kind of things. And if a man respect you, a woman who respect herself is not going to cheat. She's not going to this. Who do you know have spewed these rhetorics before? There was the Kevin Samuels, there was the Andrew Tate, there were the Tommy Sotomayor. There was quite a few men who have spewed this rhetoric before. And I'm trying to find out, why is it that men always think that there's a need to monitor a woman's anatomy, monitor a woman's body, her position, whether or not she's going to be loyal, she's going to be faithful. Now let me say this. In the city of the blind, the one-eyed man is a king. So Khago is a king right now among the blind. Hear this. Nobody is born polygamous. No human being is born polygamous. But hear this also. No human being is born monogamous. No human being is born polygamous. No human being is born monogamous. It all comes down to choice. It all comes down to choice. Human beings walk upright. Human beings have evolved throughout the years, throughout eons. Human beings have evolved. They have the idea to create, the idea to invent. No, the idea to invent, not create. The idea to invent, the idea to be innovative, the idea to, pass on intelligence onto others and stuff like that. Human beings have that ability. Now, that's the difference between human beings and animals. They have conscience, they have instincts, conscience, that is intelligence and all of that good stuff going on for human beings. You understand me? Animals, on the other hand, do not. There's nothing a zebra or a tiger is doing now that the tiger couldn't have done 100 years ago. 200 years ago, when there was a saber-tooth tigers in existence, there's absolutely nothing. So it therefore means that they cannot evolve. You understand me? Now, if you're going to relate and say that God made man from zebra, tiger, leopard, and all these kind of animals and stuff like that, there's a reason why you were put in a zoo. Because that's what you think of yourself. If you're going to think of yourself as a lower class animal, why don't you greet each other and sniff each other's ass? Because that's what animals do. You need to act in your animal instinct all day, every day. Don't hop in and out of intelligence when it is convenient. You see what happens when people are stupid or when people are blind? A one-eyed man is going to lead them. You understand me? And this is what is happening. I don't even think Khago is the one-eyed man. I think Khago is the blind leading blind. Because the argument does not make any sense. And deeply misguided men are listening and following pursuit. You're asking a woman that she must hand over a resume to a man to find out from her past lovers or whoever why the relationship ends. It's good that you want to know the ex, and it's very good for everybody, not just man and woman. But here's the thing. Women are not the one who hunt for a partner. It's men. Women are not the one who hunt for a partner. It is men. So who do you think need to present themselves with a resume, the woman or the man? The woman or the man. Yes, you have one or two women out there who will go out and search for a partner, search for a man, or look for. We don't say no. But on a grand scale, men are the ones who are hunting for a woman. So if a man is hunting for a woman, just like a person hunting for a job, who do you think need to present the resume? The employer or the employee? You understand what I'm trying to say? So if the man is the one doing the hunting, don't you think the man is the one who need to present a resume? You see what happens when you're stupid and you're not thinking carefully? You understand me, Khago? You have been spewing the same rhetoric of so many people. And I'm wondering if these type of people have the pedophilia mindset that they cater to kids, because we saw Andrew Tate was saying all these kind of things about women. And then he continued and continued and continued, and he began to unravel in front of us. We were saying that a girl after 18 years old don't have any use. After 3 body count, she doesn't have any use. When she has a child, she's of no value anymore. She has been devalued when she becomes a mother. I guess his mother has no value to any man whatsoever. So that's why he was raised that way. So I guess that's why he's spewing that kind of venom on women. You understand? And I'm wondering what the hell is happening to men. Is this reverse evolution? Because it doesn't sound like someone that is with us saying these kind of things and spewing these kind of rhetorics and keep on monitoring the vaginal cavity of women and stuff like that. It needs to be stopped. I don't know what is happening right now in 2024. You know, the one song that Shensia does, she's not the only one. Governor did a song, one and move. You understand what I'm trying to say? We are just programmed in a society to think that women need to march in a particular line designed by who? Men. You understand me? And they use the Bible when it is convenient to facilitate or to substantiate their argument, or to put their argument forward that women are subjects, you understand, and should be treated as such. But when it is convenient, they know the Bible was made by a man and a white man write the Bible, and it is. So you see what I'm trying to say? That's why I don't follow these sect and these fundamentals designed by a lot of people out there, because when you scrape through and scratch through the surface and you continue digging and digging and digging and you listen to them continuously going on and on, you find out that these people have some sort of perversion to them. They cater for females who are, have childlike mentality. They cater for females who they can sleep around with and stuff like that. And I find it very strange. How do you promote sleeping around with a lot of women as a man, but at the end of the day, you're saying that a woman should be classy, a woman should be this, a woman should be that. So who are those women that you are sleeping around with? You weren't born with 2 penis that you can leave one at home and put on another one and go. It's the same penis that you're going to stick in all those women. And the one woman that is loyal to you, you need to carry that same penis. You feel the need to carry that same penis and stick it into a woman who is loyal to you and who is holding herself and not sleeping with anybody else. You understand? And that should be logics, and that's a society that you want, and that's what you cater to. So you should sleep with 100 women if so be desire. And you come back home and you stick that same penis in that one woman at home, providing that you are paying her bills. Providing that you are paying her bills. I think that a lot of people, this is 2024, a lot of people need to go back or take a bus that takes them to 1720 or 1840. They have missed their bus stop. This is 2024 in advancement. We don't think like that, and we don't move like that. We allow people to make fair, wholesome decisions. We allow people the freedom of making their decision. When you decide to take onto yourself a woman and you marry her and make her wife, she is expected to behave accordingly. You are expected to behave accordingly of that of a wife and a husband. If you decide that, okay, you don't need marriage, you don't believe in it, you this and that, and it's God and it's Bible and it's an entrapment and it is slavery, how do you expect a woman? What expectancy do you have for a woman at the end of the day when you decide that you are not going to be married, you don't want to marry, you don't cater for marriage? What is it that you're looking for? You're looking for a woman that's going to be faithful. What's the expectancy? What's the expectancy from the woman? She must be loyal to you just the same, with no marriage, no form of commitment, other than she may bear a child for you. And because she bear a child for you, then that's the time you decide that you are going to take care of her. And she must accept that as a reality and stay faithful to you. And if you decide to go out and sleep around with a lot of persons, that's your decision. And that's what you're taking into 2024, saying that you're advanced. But at the end of the day, you are also saying that you're from a monkey, you're from a zebra. That's why the white man put you in a goddamn zoo. Because that's what you're saying. If you come from an animal belong in a zoo, or they belong in the plains of Africa, or in the jungle in Indonesia, one of those places, that's where animals belong. So if you're professing to be an animal and you came from that and you're living out your animal instinct, you should be walking around, and when you greet your fellow man, you should bend down and sniff his ass. When you meet a woman, you should sniff her ass, because that's what animals do. You should be having sex with another man, because that's what animals do. Animals are not homosexual. Animals are doing what animals do in nature.
Animals do what other animals do in nature. So if you are professing to be an animal, these are the things that I expect you to do. You should be licking feces because that's what animals do. You cannot come on the internet and spew this type of foolery. And at the end of the day, you are expecting people to live because deeply misguided persons are out there, and that's what we don't want. We don't want men who are deeply misguided or simply don't know better is going to take what you say as a gospel and run with it, because he's going to catch himself some serious problems. You have money, you're alone, you can hire a prostitute and stuff like that. You understand me? And come out and preach to the public tomorrow morning. Those guys are not in a position to do so. They are looking for someone to be a bedmate, someone to be in a relationship with. They're going to have to come with structure, and women are setting a structure. If Shensia, one song hurts you or affects you that much, it's simple. Don't listen to it. You understand what I'm trying to say? It will be over and done with, just like any other song. Is that the first song? Jada Kingdom, the song say tricky and Robbie and jump on a bus. Big body, what's up? She giving you a compliment, and at the end of the day, she's tricking you. The song, don't ramp with my rent money and all these kind of things. It's the same way you ignore Jada Kingdom song. You ignore Shensia when I move along in B&I they talk. What the hell are you going about? And you're ranting and you're saying all these kind of things about women, like you're trying to put them in squares and this and something designed by you, saying that it is God. And at the end of the day, you are the another one who flip the argument and say that a man write the Bible and a white man to trap us and all these kind of things. But you're hopping in and out of it when it is convenient for you. You understand? I don't get it. And I think that people need to open their eyes and realize that it's not everybody that message that you should take as gospel. It's not everything that a person come out on the internet and say because they have music or because they have the power of influence, you should take what they're saying as gospel. Because a lot of them are miserable, they are sad, they are lonely, they can't get a partner. I remember Khago, so many reports are made about you abusing your wife, you abusing another girl, the same girl that you spoke of, that you took her over to United States and she run away and find a white man leave you, a pretty browning and all these kind of things. It is reported that you were abusing the girl, you beat her up several times. People have spoke about you abusing your wife and all these kind of things and stuff like that. So what position do you hold to speak on any form of relationship for that matter? What position are you in to speak on any relationship or to be given in? You see, that's the thing, everybody want to be a leader and everybody want to be a voice of reason just for the heck of it. Because once again, they're in the public space, so they believe that they should be a voice of reason. Continue doing your music and speak on your music. And what's out there, don't speak on relationship and talking about women, because nobody's listening to you who is sensible. That's the first thing. We're just concerned about the misguided people who want to take what you're saying as gospel and run with it and going to end up with a very, very harsh reality. A very harsh reality they are going to end up with. So that's what we are concerned about. You understand? So nobody sensibly is listening to you or hearing what you have to say. They're going to put it out there, yes, because at the end of the day, there's humor in it. But what sane person is going to take you serious? What sane person? You will never find a life wherein you are unfaithful to a woman and the woman is loyal to you. You will never find that. So if that's something that you're hunting to find, you have a couple century well to do on earth. Hopefully you can live it out before you find that woman. So start from today and dig to see if you can find that woman, because I'm certain that woman does not exist. You understand me? That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day. May God bless you. Bye-bye.